Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the shop. So I'm not really even sure how to start this video off. All I can say is that this is a give. Initially, this is actually out of I believe it was a Puma 200 little CNC mill or lathe. And usually these are coated in a nice tersite coating, and it gives lubricity and probably some shock absorption factor and stuff like that, because CNCs are pretty violent machines. They kind of just you tell them where to go and how fast, and that's what they do. They don't care about anything else. But I figured this would be a some nice material we can give for the old cross slide here that I was working on. So given its length, I won't be able to tilt the head on my mill to get the angle I need to fit that in there like so. So what I'm going to have to end up doing is I got some bit of A2 tool steel here. Never actually tempered A2 tool steel, so that'll be interesting. But basically just going to make an attempt to make a chamfer mill and see if we can't get this gibbed up today. So I guess a little bit of talk, a little bit of shop update. Pulled the old 350 out of my Chevy not too long ago. Well, I guess actually it was quite a while ago, come to think about it. And I got her all stripped down and mostly cleaned up. I actually had a pretty good, I have a lot of footage on this, but it's so bloody terrible and embarrassing. I didn't want to put it out, so I scrapped that whole little project. And there was a lot of footage too. I ended up building this unit. It was just an engine stand out of scrap metal, basically, that I had kicking around. Some of it's scrap. This actually wasn't scrap, and this stuff wasn't scrap. The rest was all scrap. Yeah, and this thing's going to actually take a lot more money than I anticipated in fixing up. So that's on it's on hold for now. And I spent the last few days just cleaning up the shop because I literally I was tripping over everything. I had the benches, both benches are right full, so I had to clear this bench off and just to stack up all this stuff and get it somewhat in decent order. And I had the whole floor, there's a mountain of sawdust down there because it was leaking antifreeze and oil and oh God knows what else over here. So yeah, this thing's gonna need all new cam bearings, new lifters, new freaking all kinds of stuff. Probably gonna have to bore it 30 over because yeah, the original pistons they look okay, but it's a 55-year-old engine, so it's been through the paces already. But anyways, that's about all I have to say about that. For now, this is kind of a new little tool that I've never really made before, so I set up the collets. Got a chunk taken out there. I'll stick her this side. A little bit more stick out than I would like, but we'll have to do. Yet another thing I'm going to have to upgrade at some point. Now basically all I'm doing here is just going to face this off and put a 30-degree cone on the end of that. And then just cut some, I'm going to go with 3 flute, I guess. I cut some flutes in there and reliefs. And just kind of hope it works out. Yeah, that ought to do it, I think. Give that a little bit of a polish up. Oh, here, give you a better view. Need a bigger lathe, man. More room to stick a camera in there. There. 30 degrees. Alright. So actually, just out of curiosity, I was testing this out and see where it was going to end up. And really, it's only about 2 maybe 2.5 thou out. Like not between everyone, but like, you know, overall, which I'm not really too concerned about, to be honest. To make a bolt or something, it's really not that big a deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it. Now, no, this is where I don't know what to do. All right, guys, so I guess I had to reevaluate that whole thing because I was looking at it and it just was not making any sense to me because there's got to be relief angles and stuff in there. Otherwise, it'll just squeal and make a bunch of noise and not cut, or just leave a really crappy cut, or chatter, or definitely don't want chatter. So what I got going on here, I fixed the little, or I fixed up, whatever. I put on the angle doodad there for the vise, and I also angled this up 30 degrees. So that way, once I get the, like, you know, I get some thread relief in there, or not thread relief, but just relief in there, because you can't have it straight across. Otherwise, it's just going to leave you with two pies and nothing holding them together in the center. So that's no good. So it has to be at an angle on this, the first pass. I'm going to have to do this in 2 passes, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to have to do this 1 pass here, and then I'm going to have to angle the vise a little bit and try really hard not to take that cutting edge off, and go back another, and keep this angled, I guess, and then go back another, you know, 7 degree at a 7 degree angle just to relieve the cutting edge. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. So bear with me. That looks okay, I guess. So I got it kind of zeroed out so that I'm not taking off my cutting edge. And I touched off right at the peak of that corner. I'm just going to take a little bit off at a time because I don't know how much I got to take off here either. So I'm watching that. That was a bit much. Oh yeah, this just got more complicated. Further I go, the more complicated this is getting. So that's not awesome. Man, am I gonna have to do 3 reliefs on that? So I'm gonna have to get in there somehow at that weird angle. That's nuts. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so what did I do wrong here? Something for sure. You see what I'm saying here? I gotta kind of relieve that whole edge. So that means flipping it. I don't know how I'm gonna get in there. It's so bizarre. Okay, guys. So bear with me here. I don't know. I keep saying that. So yeah. So I got roughly 10 degrees angle down, and unfortunately, this is gonna be a left-handed cutter. It's okay. It goes in a cullet anyway. No big deal. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, no, what does that look like? I don't know. It's definitely relieved. That might be good enough even. I might just stop there. It looks like shit, but it should work. Yeah, I can't go any further, otherwise I'll bugger up the other edge. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop. All right, well, this sorry excuse for a chamfer mill we'll have to do. It looks pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. But there is a relief in there on the cutting edge, both sides. I just flipped this over the same way and just gave it a couple of quick ones. Just as long as that edge has some relief in there, I don't really care. We're not going to be hogging out big hunks of meat anyway with it. Alright, so since I'm probably not going to be able to move the camera once I get this in there, so yeah, I'm just going to do a quick one in there with the, and just turn that up and then, oh, see? That's why we rehearsed. I'll just do that and assist it with the air hose a little bit. And it'll probably get super loud, but you know, once that air compressor kicks in, it's gonna suck. So yeah, I'm gonna heat this up to nice glowy red, and then we'll fuck, I gotta figure out how to temper it back too. Okay, well, you know, I guess probably the same way you heat it. So I'll get right back to you. All right, let's see. All right, I think we got the initial quench in there. But yeah, that's all I did there real quick. Okay, well, it's gonna take a while to cool off. Man, that's ugly. All right, guys, so there's our cutter. Now, I wasn't overly thrilled about its hardness there for a while. So it was actually, I don't know if you can see that very well. The file was actually taking quite a bit off. So I actually cranked up the heat, checked it with a magnet before I quenched it, and gave it another one. So hopefully this works. It seems pretty hard now. I'm already kind of thinking of alternatives if this doesn't pan out. So in any case, I guess I'm going to mill this gib down to size. Because right now it's a little on the big side. So I already got end mill in there. So I'm just going to, I'll have to probably break some of this down because I don't want the swivel on there. And I got to move that. Okay, so I'll be right back. So I'm going to have to take a couple hundred thou off that. I'm just hoping I got enough. I better measure that. I have a habit of just jumping into things without paying too much thought or attention. Because that could end up being a little too short, and then we'll end up running into the vice jaws. That would suck. Yep, we definitely would have. Okay, well, good thing I stopped. I have to go up one more size. I don't know, that's going to be a pretty precarious grip. We'll have to take it pretty easy, I think, just to be on the safe side. And I'm not really sure how hard this cast is either. It could be, could end up being too hard for that shitty makeshift cutter I made, so I guess time will tell. I actually was considering just using a drill bit for that angle. That's like pretty close, damn close to the exact angle I need too, so. In retrospect, I might have actually gone that way. It's already high-speed steel. Anyways, safety glasses on. Alright, zero that out. I think I'm just going to keep it small, like 25 thou at a time. I don't want to overdo it. I wish I had a inch and a half end mill or something. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. That is some really dusty stuff, guys. I might have to get the vacuuming on this. Yeah, because that's not ductile. Ductile comes off in chips. This is just dust, pure dust. So that's probably like a gray iron or, oh, there's another kind of iron too. I can't remember what the hell it's called. But yeah, definitely not ductile. Alright guys, I think I got this thing licked here. I just, yeah, it's not leaving too much behind, not as bad. But you see the little vacuum hose in the back there? I didn't want to attach it to the table because then it's just going to move around. So it's kind of zip tied to the head of the mill right now. Like I said, she's loud and noisy. So I'll probably be muting this. So you can hear me even say that. All right, guys. I guess you get the gist of it. That was about that was 100 thou off the deck there, and I still got quite a ways to go. Like I said, I don't want to push it. I am both concerned that this might fly out of the vise. Not to mention maybe stress relief some stuff and start getting turning into a banana or something again. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me. So we're going to kind of see what happens here. I'll get it close and probably pull it out. But right now, I don't know, the vacuum's not doing as good as I would have hoped, to be honest. I was looking for the little nozzle that it used to have, but God forbid I find anything in this shop. So anyways, I will get back to you once I get a little bit closer, and maybe even when I'm getting to the bandsaw, and we're going to nip that into a more appropriate size. See you in a bit. All right, guys, I'm getting right down to the nitty gritty here. I got, well, that was exactly at 27 a minute ago, but that's what I got to go left. So once that hits 0, we should be, according to the micrometer, should be right on the money. So I've been starting to take smaller increments now because he's getting to be a little bit of a springboard in there. But still noisy as hell, so I'll try to fix the volume on the editing. No, I'm just hoping that, well, it didn't get hot. Got a little warm there for a second. That's why I backed off on the depth of cut. This will really tell us everything if it's going to spring up like a frickin', well, springboard. or what. Ready? Oh, that looks good. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good. All right. That's looking not too bad from here. I can't see anything by eye that would make me question that. Of course, I'll mic everything just to be sure, but there's our gib stock. Now I'm going to have to just cut it. I wonder if we'd be able to get 2 out of there just in case I screw one up. I don't know. I got to measure some more, but yeah, I'll meet you over by the bandsaw. All right, guys, I have to go back and do a little mathematics just to make sure I had my numbers right. I think I actually can get 2 out of this, just barely though. But, well, what the hell? Let's do this. Put my little guard up there so I don't, oh, I'm hitting my switch when I'm sitting down on the saw here. Okay, nice and comfy. Really hate doing this. You gotta give it quite a bit of force to get that to cut at a decent rate. And I just feel like one slip, There goes my most crucial digits. Alright. Do this, I think. Alright, hopefully that didn't warp too badly. No, they stayed together pretty good. Nice. Alright, so here's our pieces. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself here. We got 482 and a half. And here's the other one. 480. Holy cow, you know, like half a thou. That's that's pretty tight for just a little ruler measurement. So okay, so yeah, actually we got about 20 thou to play with there, I think. Well, almost 80 thou, really, according to the math, but I could have that a little bit wrong. So we're just gonna play it safe. And we'll set this up. And oh, I gotta do some back grinding on this. Relieve that back end there a little bit. And oh yeah, it's a left, don't forget. I'll do a little bit of relief grind on the back there. Clean it up maybe a little bit more, and we're gonna give this a whirl. Well, it seems I would never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. I started back relieving this, and then I was thinking right-handed. Naturally, I buggered up one of the flutes in the corner. There should be still enough there. We'll just try to keep it central to the thing. So it feels sharp, though. So, yeah, we buggered it up already, but we got plenty of relief in there at least. We'll see how it works. What else can you do? Okay, so, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to do this side. That's the rough cut side. Until it cleans up a bit. Or until it's all the way cleaned up. And then we'll flip it over and bring it into dimension, I guess. Okay, reverse. Bloody hell. Should be 105 thousandths, if my math is correct, on the Z or whatever, but it's gonna do a usual, I don't know, 25, I guess. 15? 15 just to start, because I don't know what this is gonna do. Oh, I see some chips there. It's pretty slow. Yeah, we go for it. Oh, it's definitely cutting. It's not hitting on the way back. Yeah, seems to be working. Let's do 25. That actually was pretty smooth. Just don't want to beef here till next ice age. Yeah, this is going to take a really long time. It's not really sure what it's going to do off the beginning there, so I was kind of trying to take it easy. And it seems like it's only hitting on one side, to be honest. Okay, high speed motion. Well, it seems to be cutting, guys, so we have 3 more passes about that size. So I guess I'm gonna, this is taking a long time. I'm just really trying to baby this material, and also my cutter, which I'm kind of curious as to how that worked out. If it's got any, no, it feels good. No dings or nothing in there. Still feels sharp. All right. I don't know how much I can give it. If this was like a real one, I'd probably just let her buck, but No, I'm just going to be patient, take my time with this. So, because I don't got a whole lot of, well, I don't got anything else better to do anyway. So I'll get back to you. Okay, so if my maths are correct, and 60% of the time they're right every time, so probably are correct. We should have exactly enough here to make a gib. I just by taking as much off as I could on the bottom till it was almost a knife edge, till it was getting a little bit of a burr on the backside. It was kind of hard to tell, so I probably took a little too much, but it all worked out. So now we got to take 105 thousandths off there, and that might be a little tight because that's the exact measurement. So probably have to get a little smaller. For the time being, I'm just doing 10 thou passes because this is like a springboard on the ends here. I'm trying to keep everything locked up so it comes out straight. Like this gib material, like those CNC guys really know their stuff. Like that's some that didn't warp even in the slightest. I don't think. If it did, it's not very much at all. Like you might see a little light under there. I don't know. No, like nothing. That's pretty impressive. Considering how much meat I hogged off of there. So yeah, this has taken quite a while, so I got the music turned on for this. Well, side note, it turned out pretty good. Like the cutter's not chipped or breaking or nothing. I gave it a quick stone before I hit this side, but just with this little guy. It's pretty fine stone. Yeah, back to Taylor Swift. I mean, music. Bye. Alright guys, so there's our little gib. My maths were actually spot on. The only problem was all the little springboard action was creating some weirdness, let's say. So I ended up repositioning it, and then one side was out like 10 thou, and so, but the cutter performed not bad, not bad. So I got this all deburred, and there's actually, it's like 311, 312, and 309, but I don't know, what do you do? In any case, it does fit in there quite nicely. Yeah, can't really complain about that one bit. It slides nice. Oop. Can get it out now. There we go. No, that'll do perfectly. So I guess the next item of business, we got to get the gib screws drilled into that cross slide. So, seeing as the screws come in at kind of an angle here, after we drill the holes, I want to line up this gib to the cross slide and then put flats in there so that when the screw is sitting in there, it's actually sitting flat on a flat and not on a angle like this. Because if you do that, then it's going to want to drive that gib up like this. And you really don't want that. So I do have something of a plan involving these 5 things. And I've always had kind of troubles drilling cast or ductile. And little did I realize how much information in here in this machinery's handbook. Like it's got like probably 100 pages in here just on tapping. And all the tap charts, tells you about how to tap specific materials and everything. And I was under the impression, see, there's a, well, you guys probably can't read it from there. There's ductile and nodular cast irons right there. Yeah, so there's gray cast iron, malleable cast iron, ductile iron, and that's basically it, I guess. That's all that's in here. And if this says that's all there is, I believe it. Anyways, so yeah, there's like, oh man, there's lots in here. I'm going to actually read this whole section over actually because it seems like pretty useful stuff. So I'm going to make an attempt at getting a nice solid thread so where that screw isn't all wobbling around. And it says you can actually step your drill size up, which I kind of didn't expect. So I got a couple different, these are the closest I can find. This is actually 219, so that's almost 9 thou over, or 8. So I might try one hole with the bigger one just to see how it, reacts. It also says you should use a coated tap because they tend to weld to the teeth. And another thing, you can actually use a sulfur-based oil is recommended, which is another thing I didn't expect to hear. So without further ado, let's head over to the mill and start drilling some holes, I guess. All right, guys, so there's our illustrious cross slide. Now, this is what I was talking about with the flats on the gib. So you got the gib right there. Hopefully you can get you guys to see this. It's not very bright over here. But you see on there, if you look real close, like, you can see it's not like this, it's flat like that. So that way the gib screw sits flat against there and it doesn't tend to push it up or down or anyway. It just clamps it straight on. Okay, so this one is actually, looks like it's favoring the top. So I'm just kind of going off pretty much the same dimension as this. And so I got it set up just a little past half, a little favoring the top a bit. And we're going to put 5 gib screws in there, I guess. That is way too high. What the hell? Something bad happened there. That's not where it's supposed to go at all. Oh yeah, I set it to 0. That's right, damn it. That was close. Okay. I had a minor little freak out there. I thought I was drilling the wrong side of the cross slide. But we're good. We're good. No need to panic. Okay, I'm just going to tap these and then I'll have to deburr them too, I guess. And you've seen a tap get run a million times, so we're just going to skip that part. You'll be there to test the screws anyway, so I'll get these tapped and deburred in the back here. Then I'll bring you back when we're setting up the flat spots on the gib. Oh, hey guys. So, I have done 3 already, and I realize I haven't done the oversized one. I figured I'd do at least one of these first with the cutting oil and a decent tap and see how it panned out. And quite honestly, the cutting oil is making all the difference, I think. Could be this tap too. It's a pretty good tap actually. And but yeah, no, that well, here I'll show you in a minute. Try not to bring any more crap up with it. All right, and that's a 1/4 or 28. It's pretty fine thread. Like, you know, it's really good. Nothing wrong with that at all. That's a very good solid thread. It's hardly, well, a little bit when there's only a couple threads in there, but it's still pretty good. So I'm not going to oversize it. And I know a lot of YouTube has said not no tapping oil on frickin' cast, but look up the right. You know, it depends on the cast. Even the other casts, I think it said use some type of cutting fluid or tapping fluid or whatever you want to call it. So there it is. And there, yeah, well, I'm doing them all exactly the same. So see you in a bit. All right, guys, we're getting pretty close to home here. So, okay, so I got it pretty much set up. I got a 3/16 end mill in the mill here. And I touched it off just so it's just barely feeling, I could barely feel that. And set the depth stop to about 1/8 of an inch. So what I plan on doing here, hopefully this all stays put. It was hard enough to do on the bench. I kind of want to go something like that. And stick this guy in here. Okay, that should hold stay put. And these are 2,000 shims. Just to keep it off the back face there. Or the top, I guess. And hopefully this works. I'll tighten them up with a pair of pliers or something. I'm not sure this is going to work. I've had some interesting experiences with other gibs. Nothing this nice though. So I'm a little concerned that I don't want to damage it. Or anything for that matter. And I don't have to do much. Just, I'll do it very gently and hopefully this thing frickin' stays put. There's really nothing I could put in there to hold on to that wouldn't push it out. So this is kind of, I might even back it up actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I can get a clamp on there, yeah, this is actually probably a good idea. I don't know if that's got any grip on that or not. I'd rather put something on there. This really can't move because if it does, it's going to be really hard to get it back into place. So let's see what kind of feeler gauge I can stick in there. And that will be the shim stock I put in there. When I bought this stuff, I never thought it'd be so freaking handy. Well, you guys still on the camera thing here? Not very good. There we go. Okay, so I'm just sticking a shim right up in here. Oop. I'll try to get a better grip on that. Okay, that's not going anywhere. I think this will be just right. Because remember that other shim stock is right behind this, so that's in there too. Okay, well I'm pretty confident now. I think we'll be all right. That's holding it up, that's holding it in. Okay, DRO is in a good spot. I got the RPMs up a little bit. End mill's in there nice and tight. All right, let's do this. Holy cow, rattle can. All right, let's do this. It's noisy. Just give it a I need a full flat on there. I don't want to go too deep. It's kind of impossible to see. It seemed like it went in quite a ways. It was already hitting flat, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to take a look first, though. Thank God for digital readouts, man. This is really the cat's meow. Oh, I'm going to need my old man spectacles for this one for sure. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, we're seeing silver all the way through. Okay. That's where I'm going to stop it then. I'm going to set that depth. All right, I really hope that's good enough because if it ain't, that's going to be kind of hard to locate again. Because that should be it for the gib now. In theory. Jeez, I hope this is recording. Yes, it is. That would have been really annoying because I think I missed the last couple of gibs with you guys already. But this is basically how well, not exactly this way, but similar. The whole jack screw thing here is a new one. Yeah, that should work just fine. Good. Whew. And there are perfect little pockets. And then you You machine that form onto the end of the screw, and it holds that gib in place. That way it can't slide out, can't move up or down. And that's it. That's good. So there is our completed gib. Maybe just a little bit of stoning and she's ready to go. Oh, wow. Getting super dizzy. I'll take these suckers off. Oh, we're done with that for tonight anyway. Well, that is a gib. I finally got to film a gib making video for you guys. Unfortunately, I can't really test it out tonight because my lathe is in pieces. And the gibs I have machined for the lathe, they have quite a bit smaller nubbin on the end. So I need to machine those to fit. So when I get around to it, I'll whip up some screws. And it's just basically whipping up something there, just a hair under 3/16 of an inch. And then when we put it onto the unit, I guess, well, this is not really a cross slide yet. It's very close though. Just about, it's ready to move around. Yeah, I'm so happy with that. That is a really nice gib. I'm totally happy with that. And if there's any bit of weirdness in there, I can't find it. Like, it's very little. Oh, that was a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. But she's looking really, really good. So that being said, glad I finally got a video out for you guys. It's been a while, I know. But now I'm kind of into this. So I really want to get this done. There's still lots to go on this. I got to make a whole other piece that suits the taper attachment. And that's a whole other thing entirely. Actually, it's not much. It just bolts to the back and some fancy crap I'm going to put on it. But it's actually pretty simple. It's not a dovetail or any gibs on it or nothing. It's just a guide. Anyways, okay. Thanks a lot, you guys, for subscribing and watching the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And I will do my damnedest to get you guys some more videos out. Do got a bit on the go. You've seen the old truck. So we're going to see where the whole financial situation takes me and everything. And yeah, this was totally fun. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time. Peace out.